Hey guys, so I don't feel like doing my makeup today, so we are going to skip the introduction and just jump right into the video, and I want to share with you guys my makeup collection. I haven't done one of these in a long time because most of my videos have been focusing on declutters, which there will be a declutter after this one, but I want to show you what I have prior to the declutter. And yeah, so right now you see a bin. I have about 4 of these in my bathroom, and I keep them underneath the sink. The problem is my bathroom has absolutely terrible lighting, so I didn't want to do the whole video in there. So I'm just kind of bringing out the bins as we go and using my backdrop as the background. So hopefully that's okay. I just have a really awkward setup now that I'm at home, and whenever I move into my new apartment down the road, I'll have a better setup for my makeup collection. But this is what I'm working with at the moment. Now this box, this bin, I actually got at, oh, what's it called? The Container Store. My mom, I don't know if I didn't realize it existed, but my mom took me and I'm like, this is like the best place ever. So this is from the Container Store, and I have 4 of them, and they are stackable. So I have them all stacked up in my bathroom. So in here, this is where I keep some of my one skincare product, my one skincare tool, then like foundations, concealers, primers, setting sprays, and then my e.l.f. makeup remover cleansing gloss, which there aren't any left. There's like 1 in here. There is like 1 in here, but it's already like partially used because it's the last one and I haven't had a chance to go to Target to get it. So I'll get some new ones. But these are like the best makeup removers ever. I highly, highly recommend them. And right here I have 2 of the Wet n Wild Coverall face primers. So this one I'm currently using, and this one hasn't been opened yet, so I have my backup ready to go. I don't really care for this primer that much. The only reason why I got another one was just to show you guys a variety of products. So it is a usable product. It's not bad. It's just not my favorite. So if I wasn't a YouTuber, I wouldn't have repurchased this. But like I said, I just want to show you guys variety. So it's worth giving a shot. It's more of like a lotiony type of primer, and I don't know, I'm just not feeling it. I really like the e.l.f. ones. Speaking of e.l.f., this is the e.l.f. Poreless Face Primer. e.l.f. has the best face primers ever. You guys are probably so sick of me telling you that, but at least you know that I've used a ton of these and have used them for a long time and know for certain that they are amazing. So I would highly recommend checking them out. If you try one and you don't like it, maybe try a different one. Maybe one will be different, like more your style, depending on your skin type. But I have normal to dry skin, and I have loved them all. And when I say all, I mean all that I've tried. I tried the e.l.f. Mineral Infused Face Primer, the e.l.f. Poreless Face Primer, and then whatever the lavender one is. All are great. And I've repurchased the clear one like 10 times, maybe more. This is probably like my 3rd one. And then the lavender one I didn't repurchase because it just wasn't as good as this one and the clear one, but it was still good. Then we have the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Setting Spray. I didn't like the setting spray at first because there was something wrong with the nozzle, so it wasn't working well. It was like awkward to spray, but also once it was awkward, like when I was actually pressing on it, it was super awkward to press, and then it would just splatter everywhere. But once I started using it more, the spray bottle fixed itself, like the little sprayer, so it started working again. And now I actually really like it. It's not my favorite in the entire world. I like it better than the one I'm going to show you next, but my all-time favorite is the Pixi by Petra Makeup Fixing Mist, so I definitely want to get that one again down the road. But in the meantime, this worked great. Then we have the e.l.f. Makeup Mist and Set Spray. So like I was saying, this one I don't like as much as the Wet n Wild one I just showed you. It's okay, but it doesn't really do anything for me. I can't tell if it helps make my makeup last longer, and you know, I really can't tell with any of them, really. But this one doesn't have like a nice smell to it. Like I don't know, it just kind of, I think I mentioned this before, it just kind of is. Like there's nothing special about it, there's nothing bad about it. Would I repurchase it? No, because I'd rather get something that smells good. But it's worth a shot, especially for the price. Then we have the e.l.f. Flawless Finish Foundation in Porcelain. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called, but I'm kind of annoyed because it's not written on the bottle. I think it's just written on the box, unless I'm just like completely missing it. But I just picked this one up, and I'm still debating on how I feel about it. When I first tried it on, I'm like, oh, this is awesome, because it was very lightweight. But because of my dry skin, I started noticing that it was kind of getting a little patchy on my skin. So I'm going to keep testing out and seeing. It wasn't like, I definitely still think that the next foundation I'm going to show you still is way better than this one, but I want to give this one more of a shot, so we'll see. I'll be doing a first impressions video for you guys, which I may also turn into a review depending on, you know, how long I've seen it, but I've already taken shots or video clips of me trying this on. And I just want to keep testing it out and maybe do a review portion of the video too. Then this is the foundation that's probably my favorite foundation of all time that is both cruelty-free and vegan, and it is the e.l.f. Acne Fighting Foundation. This foundation is just so amazing. It just, and I have normal to dry skin. I think this is meant, it's more of a matte finish, which typically people with dry skin wouldn't go for, but it's not super matte. And it's like thick, so it's not super liquidy, and it's thick, but it doesn't feel cakey. And it just looks really nice on the skin. It feels nice on the skin, like it does its job, and it doesn't, you know, cling to my dry patches or anything. So I really, really like this one. I think this one's in porcelain too. Yeah, this one's in porcelain. Then we have the e.l.f. HD Lifting Concealer. This is one of my most repurchased products. It's not, I don't know why I hate on this one so much. I just can't say that I absolutely love it, but it works so well. It just, like, when I first tried it, it didn't blow me away, but it still works great. Provides good coverage, it's thick enough, it's not too thin, it doesn't cling to dry patches on me. I think this one's in Fair. And I repurchased it so many times, especially because it's vegan and it's cruelty-free. It's convenient because you can pick it up at the drugstore. It doesn't cost that much at all. So I think this is a great option, especially if you're vegan and cruelty-free, you're on a budget, you need something that's convenient for you. So this is like a good go-to concealer for something like that. Then I have this e.l.f. HD powder. So I couldn't fit, so I have like a face drawer, but these two were kind of awkward. They didn't fit really nicely into the face drawer that I'm going to show you. And they also didn't fit in some of the organizers that I had, so I kind of just threw them in here. But this is the e.l.f. HD Lifting Concealer, or not lifting concealer, the HD powder. And it's one of those messy ones. I don't even know why I'm doing this, but I just feel like I need to show you. This is what happens with these types of powders. And I don't know why I bothered getting this, but I think it was for baking. I got this for baking, but I can't tell you the last time that I baked. It's just, I just don't feel like putting that much effort into something and dealing with the mess. But if you are someone who's really into baking and you need some sort of a powder like this that's more a loose powder, then this one is a good option. I thought it was fine. It didn't blow me away, but I don't think any loose powder will ever blow me away because it's just so annoying. Like, it's so messy. But I know a lot of people rave about this, so it just depends on what your preference is and if you don't mind it being a loose powder. But like I said, this is a good option for baking. Oh my god, I just spilled it. Oh. Oh no. Just pretend like that didn't happen. Here is the next product from Physicians Formula. It's a translucent powder and it's a long name, so let me read the whole name. It is the Mineral Wear Talc-Free Mineral Airbrushing Pressed Powder SPF 30 Broad Spectrum Sunscreen Translucent Powder. So Physicians Formula products I think are good quality, but my problem with them is that they don't have a good shade selection. But luckily enough, this one works for me. I do wish it was just a slight bit lighter, but it still works really well. It's really like nice and smooth. It's just a good formulation. But it is a little bit pricey. I like the packaging. So I don't know if I would repurchase this. I don't know. Because there's other ones that are cheaper that I like. That, you know, so I might as well just get the cheaper one. But it's still good. I don't know what's on this, but this is... Let me just awkwardly... I did not go out of my way to clean these or anything because I know if I try to make these drawers perfect and clean and organized, this video is not going to be filmed for like another 3 months. So I'm just gonna... This is just real life, people. This is... Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I am struggling. So this is the Baked Blush by Milani, and this one is in Luminoso. This is like a YouTube favorite blush just across all YouTube channels, and a lot of people have mentioned on their channel how much they love this blush. It's just a great shade. It does provide a little bit, it doesn't have glitter necessarily, but it's like a sheer, maybe there's some glitter. But it has like that nice glisten, so it's perfect for the summer, but I still like to wear it year round. But it's just like a beautiful blush. Let me see if I can get a good like swatch or something. This video is going to be so long. I just started like reviewing every product and I was just like, I'm just going to go with it. But I don't know if you can see it, but I've used it a lot in videos, so definitely check out my makeup tutorials because I use this product a lot. But yeah, this is a holy grail product of mine. I highly, highly recommend that you guys try out the Baked Blushes by Milani. This is the only one that I've tried, but I do want to try some other ones. All right, and the last two products in here that I want to talk about with you guys are skincare products. This is my only vegan and cruelty-free skincare product. So I just moved, again, I just moved in with my family. So anything that I was still using up that wasn't vegan and cruelty-free, I just got rid of it at that point because I was like, I'm not going to move these products 3 times in a row. So I only took what was vegan and cruelty-free. And it was this moisturizer. So it's the Derma E Firming DMA-E moisturizer. And actually, I really like it. And what I like most about it is that it actually feels like it's doing something. So I'm still working on it. I still have a little bit more to go. I've actually been really bad with my skincare lately just because this is like my only product. So I try to just wipe my face off with a makeup remover cleansing cloth from e.l.f. and then just maybe try to go in with this every now and then. But this one, you can actually feel it working on your skin, which I really do like. And you definitely want to have a moisturizer in your collection. Now, I did put a lot of skincare products on my Christmas wish list, so hopefully I can at least get a majority of my skincare products that I will use in a routine together. So that way I can do more stuff on skincare with you guys because skincare is really important. Now this tool is a lifesaver. It's the Freya Luna. I think this is their mini version. And it's just one of those like, what do you call it? Just one of those face cleaning tools that, you know, it will vibrate at different levels and you can like really work it into your skin. This has been such an amazing product and I use it with, I don't have anything right now, so I'm not using it now because I don't have any skincare, but I was using it with some sort of facial cleanser that had exfoliating little particles in it, so that way it got really deep into your skin. But I absolutely love this, and I also love that it came in raspberry pink, which is perfect because it goes with my whole YouTube color theme because I love pink. Just see, where's the button? Oh yeah, but yeah, multiple settings. So yeah, really fast, a little slow, off. All right, now we're going into the next drawer. So in this drawer, in the back, I have like all of my face products, and these are more like flat face products that are too big to fit in my organizers that I'll show you later in this video. And then I have some lippies in the front that are lippies that are not ColourPop. And these aren't even all of the lippies. There's some other lippies in my ColourPop organizer, which I will show you. It has pretty much everything in it is ColourPop, but I couldn't fit more in this because it was just kind of getting crowded. But anyway, so let's just start with the lipsticks. So the first set of lipsticks are from Jeffree Star. So this was from the summer, I think 2016 collection, which I absolutely love. Watermelon Soda. This is probably one of my favorite lipsticks of all time based off, you know, like the color and the formulation. The yellow one didn't work really well, but it was really fun to have around for whenever I was doing like Pittsburgh related videos because the Pittsburgh colors are black and gold, black and yellow. So it was actually really nice to use this as like face paint, or like I did a sports makeup tutorial using this on the lid. So I don't think it works as well on the lips, but you can use this for more like other creative purposes. This color was interesting. It was more of like a beachy nude. I don't know how to explain it, but it wasn't like my kind of nude, but I kind of liked it. I don't know. And then I really did like this lipstick a lot. This one is in 714, which was a shade that was already out before, but then he re-released it, and it's the only one of the 5 that doesn't have the watermelon scent. This nude one is called Nude Beach, and then this one, the yellow, is called Queen Bee, so I actually thought that was kind of clever. And then the lavender one is called Virginity, and I really like this one a lot. Not an everyday shade, but it's so fun. So yeah, these are the liquid lipsticks that I have from Jeffree Star. These are the only ones that I have tried, and definitely of the 5, I like the Watermelon Soda one the best. Then the next set of lipsticks are from Glamour Dolls. I really, really want to try more from Glamour Dolls. I just don't have the money at the moment. And I would have put them on my Christmas wish list, but the reason why I didn't is because I just didn't want to put like 15 different stores on my wish list. So I picked ColourPop, Ulta, and then maybe 1 or 2 other places. I don't know, but I will share all that with you guys in my Christmas wish list video, which I'll need to throw together soon for you guys. But these are all the lipsticks that I've tried from Glamour Dolls. I do have a lip swatch video that I will link down below for you guys of me trying these on. But we have a pink one called Blessed, one called Boxed Wine. We have another one. What's this one called? I can't even see it. Selfie. Then Juicy Melons, and Dump Him. And my favorites were definitely Box Wine and Dump Him, but Dump Him being my absolute favorite because it's just like this bubblegum pink lipstick. So I'll show you this one since it's my favorite. But isn't that pretty? It kind of reminds me of Max Candy Yum Yum, except this is vegan and cruelty free and doesn't hurt any animals. So bonus. But these are a little bit creamier than a matte. I think it's called a matte lipstick, or it's like a creamy matte. So it lasts, but it's not going to last as long as like a liquid lipstick or anything like that. But it does have a little creaminess to it. Then these are the last 3 lipsticks that I have, and they're all completely random. This one is from Pacifica, and it is the Sweet One lipstick. Now this one I don't really ever wear. I'm so obsessed with liquid lipsticks, particularly ColourPop ones, that like I don't bother with any other lipsticks. Sometimes I will just to try to switch it up, but I like ultra matte liquid lipsticks especially because they last so long and I don't have to worry about my lipstick getting messed up when I'm trying to film a bunch of videos. So that's why this one I haven't really dug into. This one's from WetnWild, which I hate that this gets on the side all the time. And this one is a nice color. I think I used this actually in my back to school drugstore makeup tutorial, but I will have that link down below if that's the lipstick that I'm thinking of. So this is great, but again, you know, it's not a lipstick that I typically go for just because I'm so obsessed with liquid lipsticks. And this one is called Think Pink 901B. And then this one is from this one is from e.l.f. It's one of their Beautifully Bare lipsticks. So it's like a light finish. So it's definitely something if you want to just swipe on real quick. It's called Touch of Pink. It's really nice. And then if it fades off, it kind of fades nicely. It's like this, I don't think it fades as nicely because this one is more, it's Beautifully Bare, so it's a little bit more natural looking and blends in more with my natural lip color. So of these 3, I would definitely think this e.l.f. one's my favorite. Now we're going to get into some of the face products. So this one is my Jeffree Star Cosmetics highlighter, and this one is in, I don't even remember, Deep Freeze. So it's like called a Skin Frost. So this is Deep Freeze, and this is the only one that I got, and I'm so mad because like when originally I wanted to try one that like a highlighter that was more natural, like one of the white ones, but I needed this for a makeup tutorial, and I used it for my Elsa Halloween makeup tutorial where I turned Elsa into like a frosty vampire. So I wanted to have a blue highlighter. I'm like, if there was any time to have a blue highlighter, this one would be it. And I also love that it was called Deep Freeze, like how perfect. And they're huge too, so you really do get your money's worth whenever you get these products. And let me just do a swatch for you guys. So it is really, really pretty. I probably should just try to use this as like an eyeshadow, since it's not like really, to me, wearable as a highlighter unless you're doing something like a special look. And we have the e.l.f. Total Glow Face Palette. I really do like this palette a lot. The highlighter is definitely more of a subtle highlighter, so if you like Wham Bam in your face highlighter, this is not going to be the highlighter for you. But again, this is from the Beautifully Bare collection, so I don't think the expectation should be to have that type of highlighter in this palette. So I definitely think it, you know, based off of what type of palette it's supposed to be, I think this is what it did a good job. I really do like the blushes a lot. The blushes are amazing. I have not touched the bronzer, and I mean, I don't even know if I swatched it. I think I swatched it once, but I have not worn it, and it's not because this is a bad product necessarily. It's just that I don't like to wear bronzer. I don't like to contour. I just don't see the point because my face is already like really thin and I'm lazy. So it's like especially like a nose contour. Like my nose is so pointy. Like there's no point in me taking that extra time for that. So I just don't even bother. So I just focus on the blushes and the highlighter. But if you guys do like bronzer, then that product will actually probably be even better for you than me. Then we have the Cover FX Contour Palette, and this is a cream contour palette, and I think I have, at least I should have, the lightest version, and I have not used this yet. I've had it for over 2 years. I probably shouldn't use it at this point because it's so old. I'll probably break out. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. But this is how much I pushed off learning to cream contour. I bought this specifically to cream contour with, and you know, and lucky for me, this ended up being vegan and cruelty free because I bought this before I went vegan and cruelty free, and I still have yet to use it because I'm like, I just don't feel like taking the time to cream contour because I'm just, well, like I said, I'm not into contouring. So I don't know. I don't know if I should throw this out. I don't know. But it looks like a nice product. Like, I don't want to knock Cover FX. This is totally just me procrastinating and now not being, like when I first bought, I was more into contouring and bronzing, but now I'm not. So all the more reason why I'm procrastinating. Speaking of contouring, I have the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit. This is the original one that came out. And when it first came out, I was obsessed with it. But now I'm not, just because A, I'm not going to contour, so these are gone. And then these, like this is actually a really good shade. And the banana one I think is probably too dark for me now. And this is kind of highlighty. So like I wouldn't even use that underneath my eyes because it's too highlighty. I'd probably use that as like a natural highlight. So pretty much the only thing that I would probably really like about this palette, or I do really like about this palette, is this powder. And the reason why I don't typically go for this too is because it's in this palette. And I don't know if that sounds weird, but as a YouTuber, I occasionally take makeup of the day shots on my Instagram. So when I do that, I like to take a photo of my makeup, and then this is just so big, it takes up a lot of space, and I have other products that take up a lot of space. So whenever I'm trying to take the photo, so I'm like, I don't want my whole photo taken up by 5 shades that I'm not even using, and I just have the one. I guess I could just pop it out. Why didn't I think of that? I should just do that. Maybe I should just depot these and put them in one of my Z palettes or something so that they can be mixed in with other things so it doesn't seem like, I don't know. I guess I could just depot it. But I don't know. I just kind of forget about it just because I don't go for any of the other shades. But I do remember really liking it and liking the quality of the powders. It's just, I feel like with these type of palettes, a lot can go to waste, so that's why I'm really glad that you can buy them in the singles now, I believe. And we have the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Contouring Palette. So this I absolutely love for the highlight powder. I don't really ever use the bronzer unless I use the bronzer as like an eyeshadow, which I actually have used the Anastasia Contour Kit with like eyeshadows. I did a gym makeup tutorial on my Health and Fitness Barbie YouTube channel, so if you guys want to go check that out, I believe I used the Anastasia Contour Kit for that. So that's kind of like what I've been trying to do with my bronzers, is use them as eyeshadows. So this is another one of those that sometimes I will go in and put the contour shade in the crease or on the lower lash line. But I do really like this shade for underneath my eyes. I do feel like it's just a slight bit dark for me. Another one, I have one powder that I'm going to share with you guys later in this video that I really like just because it is very fair. This one is a little yellow, but it's not super yellow. Like it's not as yellow as the Anastasia Contour Kit yellow. So it's like a step lighter. So this one is more wearable for me compared to the Anastasia one. That one's really yellow. But overall, I really like the quality of this powder. But for me, I'm only purchasing it really for this. But it's still a lot of product. So I still think it's worth it. But if you like to contour too, hopefully the contour shade will also work for you. And this one is in Dolce de Leche, just in case I didn't mention it. Then we have the Glamour Dolls Vacation Bronzer for Soul. Look how big this is. This bronzer is absolutely huge. And I did remember really liking it when I was contouring. This is kind of like one of their popular products on their website just because it's so huge. So if you're someone who's really into contouring, this is a great option for you, especially because it's really affordable. Glamour Dolls has the most affordable products that I've seen. They're along the lines of e.l.f., if not better. So I would recommend going and checking them out. So I'm not really using this that much, but it's still a really good product. And what I love about Glamour Dolls too is that they're 100% vegan. Then I have these 2 palettes from Hourglass. This one I feel like I've checked and confirmed that it was vegan and cruelty free, but I can't remember now, so I don't want to talk about it too much just in case I'm wrong, so I have to double check on that. But this Hourglass Ambient Lighting palette I've used quite a bit, especially this shade. As you can see, I've hit pan. So this is the original palette that came out, and I've used this before underneath my eyes, but it was just too shimmery to be used on top of my concealer underneath my eyes. So I kind of like to use it as more of like a natural highlight on my cheekbone, maybe put it on my nose and my cupid's bow. This one I did try out. I don't remember how it went, but you can use it for a bronzer if it's too dark for you, but I don't remember how that went. It's been so long, but that's just another possibility. And then this one I absolutely love putting underneath my eyes. This is probably one of my favorite powders of all time that I've tried for setting your under eye concealer, and I definitely think once I have more money and I use this up, I will replace it because it is just that gorgeous. Now, someone did tell me once that this shade in the single pan is different, so I'll have to like kind of do a comparison of that in the store to figure that out, or maybe I'll just order it and just hope for the best. But because who knows, maybe they're wrong, or maybe it was a dud, or you know, maybe I'll still like the other shade. But yeah, I absolutely love the Hourglass Ambient Lighting powders. I don't know if I would necessarily say to get this particular palette because I really only use this shade. This is the only shade I really go to this palette for. I can find ways to use this. Like again, I can use this as like an eyeshadow, but I'm mainly using it for the shade. All right, the last two things in this drawer are from Anastasia. They're the glow kits. So I do have a glow kit video where I compare the Anastasia That Glow Kit and then the other one I'm going to show you called Gleam. So I will link that down below for you guys just so you guys can see the difference. I have no idea if you guys can still get this. But Anastasia does have a lot of palettes like this out, and I really like the palettes that I got. I had no problems with these palettes. They did not come broken or anything, but I have had friends on YouTube who have just struggled hardcore with these palettes and just got a ton of the palettes sent to them broken many times with multiple different types of palettes. But for me, my only experience is with the original release of the glow palettes that came out, That Glow and Gleam, and I had no problems. I really like the shade range. You can use this for a total face look, eye look. My favorite though is Sunburst. I love Sunburst. It's such a pretty yellow shade. Bubbly's good too. And these darker shades I try to do as like my crease color, but I love these palettes. And Gleam is my second favorite just because Gleam is more of like a pinky palette. I really like Sunburst and the other palette, but this palette is really nice too. But again, I will link down below my comparison video for you guys in the description box. So that's that drawer. I'll have to go get the other one. All right, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't feel like cleaning this drawer, so you're gonna see the mess. Or maybe you won't. Maybe this whole giant palette will cover it up. You saw nothing. All right, so this is the My Cool 88 My Makeup Brush Set Eyeshadow Palette. And this is what it looks like inside. I absolutely love this palette. It is not the best quality eyeshadows. I'm going to be straight up honest with you. There's some eyeshadows in here, like this one, that are really pigmented. This one's pretty pigmented, but there's some other ones in here that are not. So you kind of have to mess around with it. But the good thing is that you get a lot of different shades to choose from, and I've created so many different looks with this palette. I've done a mint look, a pink look. I just recently did like a gray toned look. You can do everyday looks. I should probably do a purple look at some point too. But I do love this as like a complimentary eyeshadow palette. I always pick like a standout eyeshadow, like lid shade, and then this, I use all the shades in here to kind of like balance that out, or at least add some color to that look. So it's definitely a good palette to have around. I don't regret, you know, getting it. I didn't purchase this myself. This was sent to me for free, but I don't know, but it gives me so many shade options in one palette. It just makes my life so much easier. I think this, yeah, so this is a cool one. I wonder what the warm one would be like. That may be something I might try down the road if that one's vegan too. Then we have the e.l.f. Matte for Matte eyeshadow palette. This is like one of my most loved products, especially at the moment, because I use it all of the time, because you can create so many natural looks with it. You have a really dark shade if you want to darken out the outer corner. You have a gray, but I normally lean towards these shades here, and even up to here. I like to use this on the outer corner. But like if I'm doing like a natural everyday look, I have something. If I'm trying to dress it up a little bit more, I can go a little darker, and if I want to do something crazy, I can darken it even more. But I've just been using this one obsessively. So I highly recommend this, especially if you're just starting a makeup collection, you want to get something that's affordable. This is a great option. Then we have the Jeffree Star Beauty Killer palette. Love the packaging, and the shades in here are so freaking huge. I've used this palette quite a bit. I really like the crease shade called Courtney. Black Rainbow's great because you always need a nice black. I'm really appreciative of the fact that there is a black in this palette. I've created natural looks with this. I've created, I did like a date night makeup tutorial with this eyeshadow palette. I've done like a pinky look. I haven't touched the teal as much, but I've done a lot with these shades, and then the gold, this rack right here. This one I've done many a time. So there are a lot of good options in here. I think the quality of the eyeshadow is good. I think there is a bit of fallout. I haven't used this in a while, but I would recommend this. This is actually one of my favorite eyeshadow palettes of all time, but if you guys have watched my other videos, it might be decluttered, and I'll get into that in another video. Again, my excuse is that I'm just being real with you, so this is messy and I don't feel like cleaning it up. Because like I said, this video will never go up. So I have some eyeshadows here. These are all from Makeup Geek, these 5. So this is Shimma Shimma. This is, which one is this? Peach Smoothie. So Shimma Shimma is a great highlight shade for the inner corner of your eye, the brow bone, even the lid. Peach Smoothie is great in the crease. Then we have 3 foiled eyeshadows in the Spotlight, Grandstand, and Magic Act. So I've used these a lot lately, especially for the fall. These 2 especially I really love for the fall. And I even have some videos where I use these products. So I don't know. The foil eyeshadows are some of my favorite eyeshadows of all time from Makeup Geek. I really do like Shimma Shimma and Peach Smoothie. I think these 2 are very essential shades from Makeup Geek. And then the only other eyeshadow I have here is from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I had about 20 eyeshadows from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and this is the only eyeshadow that is vegan. I'm so sad, especially the titanium finish eyeshadows. Like, those were so freaking pretty, and I didn't even have them for that long, but it's okay. At least I have one shade, and I can try to find some other shades that are vegan and cruelty-free as well. But in the meantime, I just have that. So I have my Makeup Geek, and I actually have 2 other Z palettes, and this is all the single eyeshadows that I have to fill. So I want to get more single eyeshadows, especially because I prefer single eyeshadows and like having them in a Z palette rather than an eyeshadow palette, just because I feel like I can design it myself and put stuff where I want it and organize it by brand and stuff, but this is all I have for the moment because of all of my declutters. Then my last palette is a little bit dirty from e.l.f. This was like the e.l.f. Elsa Snow and Ice Beauty book. So this is limited edition. It came out a while ago. You can't get it anymore. And then, oh, I don't know where they are, but they're probably shoved in here. But there's 2 eyeliners here and then a lip gloss. And then this is a highlighter, and these are all of the eyeshadows. And this highlighter actually, I'm not gonna lie to you, is bomb. I don't know if you can see it. Why is my lighting being all weird? But I really like this highlighter. I'm actually kind of mad that this was limited edition because I'm like, I wish they would just make this highlighter separately. Maybe they do. I have to look into that. And then this brush. But yeah, I wanted to keep this though and put it on like a shelf and do like a makeup brush bookshelf. I think that would be really cute, but this isn't the only book that I have so far. I'll make that shelf in like the next 5 years. It's fine. Right, so now I have like eyeshadow all over my hands. Okay, so then we have the Ardell Glamour multi-pack lashes. Most of these are used, I think just like the last pair is the only pair that I haven't used yet, but I don't have any lash glue at the moment, so these are probably just gonna sit in my drawer. But so far I really liked Ardell Glamour lashes, but I really want to try some of the more high-end lashes that are vegan and cruelty-free, just because I feel like I dirty these up so easily, and I don't know if it's me or whatnot, but there's some out there that I feel like are a little bit more natural and blended, and just like I kind of want to just try new things too. And I've heard people who have tried Ardell and loved Ardell, but then they tried other brands that are a little bit more high-end, and now they love those more. Maybe I shouldn't try those then, so I don't spend more money. I don't know, but Ardell I think is definitely a good starter lash. If you're just getting into lashes, go for Ardell. I really like the Glamour ones. The Demi Wispies were also good. And then right here I have all of my paints that came in a paint set that I got, not this past Halloween, but Halloween 2016. And the white I've used up completely, the black's almost gone, and I've touched a little bit. Actually I don't even know if I used the others. I think I used the red. But they're pretty much dried up, so I'm probably not going to keep these, but I may keep them around because I thought about keeping them just for like a photo or something, or just to remind myself of them. I can't remember where they're from. I'll link it down below. But these are vegan and cruelty-free paints. So I was so happy that I was able to find vegan and cruelty-free paint. If you guys know of any vegan and cruelty-free face paint palettes that are like flat, like in a pan, that are in a whole palette where you have all these different options, let me know because I would really love to get a palette like that. Especially if it lasts longer. Because I've had these for a year and they've been closed. I haven't reopened them or anything, and they're pretty much dried out. And like I mentioned before, here are the eye pencils and lippy from the Elsa e.l.f. x e.l.f. beauty book. And these eye pencils are all from Physicians Formula, which were sent to me by my amazing subscriber, Taylor. So it was nice to get a variety of eye pencils to use. So if I want to use a black, a brown. I also got a purple in here. I love using the purple. I think the purple is probably my favorite from here. But yeah, thank you, Taylor. Then I have these eyeliners. This one's from Pixie by Petra, the middle one's Anastasia, and the top one is WetnWild. I absolutely love this one from Anastasia. It's a metallic eyeliner, and it is so pretty on the eyes. I love it for Christmas time. The blue was just to get a nice, actually, I think I used this as a lippy because I couldn't get a hold of a blue liquid lipstick in time. So for this event that I was going to, and I needed it to be blue, so I just used this eye pencil as a lipstick. I got a lot of compliments that night. And then this is a Wet n Wild Mega Lash eyeliner. I did like this eyeliner, but things I haven't been able to use it because I lost the cap and it's like kind of dry. Then this has been sitting here, but I still can't figure out if this is vegan and cruelty, if this is vegan. This is from Stila. It's one of their foiled eyeshadows. I've been trying to Google it and figure it out, but I have yet to figure it out. So if you guys happen to know if this is cruelty-free or vegan or not, let me know. I'm struggling to figure it out. I probably should just email the company. That's probably what I'll do. Then two other liners. I have the Wet n Wild Mega Liner Liquid Eyeliner and then the e.l.f. Intense Ink Eyeliner, which is more of like a marker. And I really like this at first, but now it's kind of getting on my nerves because once it sets, it's set and you can go over it. And if you go over it, it kind of starts ripping off of your eye. So I'm still testing this out and I will let you know what I think about it. And then the Wet n Wild Mega Liner I absolutely love. Best liquid eyeliner that I've tried thus far. Then I have these mascaras. This is the e.l.f. Volume Plumping Mascara. It's pretty good, but not my favorite. The Wet n Wild Max Mag Mascara I absolutely love. And then the Pixie by Petra Lash Booster Mascara. And this is a blue one. What's this one called? Blackest Blue. So I do like this. It's a little bit more fun. It's not super blue. It's where it's super noticeable. But I haven't really touched it though in a while. I used it for the blue look that I did for that special event that I was talking about. So I don't really touch it that often. The one I use most often is this one for sure. And this one I've almost used up completely. I also have this e.l.f. Glitter Primer. I haven't used it yet, but I'm wondering like, could I use this as lash glue? Has anybody ever tried it? Maybe I'll try it. I don't know. But I got this for like glitter looks, but I have yet to do one. So these are the brow products. I have the e.l.f. Brow Pencil in Taupe, the Pixie by Petra. This is like a double-sided brow product where it has gel and a pencil. The gel's good, but the pencil sucks. And then the Anastasia Brow Gel, an amazing product, but it is a little expensive. All right, so here's one of the organizers that I was talking about. I just set them at the bottom of the area underneath of my sink, but before I had them in my Pier 1 Hayworth collection lingerie chest drawers. I no longer have that anymore, so this is what I'm working with. And first two up are the Anastasia cream gel liners, and one's a pink one and an orange one. I never touched these. I bought all 6, gave 4 to a friend's, and I never use this. They're so pretty to look at, but I shouldn't have bought all of those. Then we have this e.l.f. cream gel liner. Really like this gel liner a lot. Then I have this ColourPop, what's this called? Cocoa Cutie, and I was trying to use this as kind of like a MAC paint pot but brown, and I used it for a makeup tutorial. I think you can actually use it as an eyeliner, but it's a smudge pot. So, but I only used it for I think my werewolf makeup tutorial, and I haven't really touched it since because I don't know. I don't use like brown gel that much, and it's a little, I don't know. I just don't really go for it. Then we have the e.l.f. Long Lasting Lustrous Eyeshadow. I really like this a lot. I haven't really used it that much, but now that we're going to get back into the winter, I think I'm definitely going to be digging into this. I got this again for like a Halloween tutorial, but I'm going to love it, I think, for the winter time. Kind of reminds me of ColourPop Liberty. Then I have these 3 loose eyeshadows from e.l.f. Cosmetics. I have used these a couple of times, but like I said, I'm not a huge fan of loose products, so I don't typically go for these, but if you are into loose products, these are some really pretty shades. And the last product in this container is from Jeffree Star. It's a Velour Lip Scrub in Strawberry. I'll show you what it looks like on the inside, but this is a really great lip scrub. It works really nicely, smells really good, and you know, I don't mind eating a little bit of it if it gets in my mouth. Not that I would go in with a spoon in here, but I do really like it, and I picked the strawberry one in particular because the whole package was pink. If you got like lime, it'd be kind of like a green packaging with the pink, but I just wanted it all pink. So that's why I got this. And then just so you wear all the containers and just so you wear all these like little organizers, these acrylic organizers I'm going to be showing you are all from By Allegory. Then this is like a small eyeshadow holder. So I only have 4 eyeshadows. So this one is an e.l.f. to Bake eyeshadow in, I can't see that far, I'm terrible, in Toasted. I don't typically go for this, but it is really pretty. Then we have the Glamour Dolls eyeshadow in, I believe, Sorcery. Yep. I used to go for this a lot when I first got it, but I don't really really geared towards it. Now these kind of suck, but they are good to go over top of things. So these are the Wet n Wild single eyeshadows. Never use this just strictly to use on your lid or by itself. This is something that you put on top of something else, because it's just so sticky and glittery. So it gives you that extra glitter effect if you want to top it with something, but you can't expect to get that much pigment out of it. So this is kind of like something I use as like extra. On to the next organizer. So we have the e.l.f. Healthy Glow Bronzer. I like to use this as a more natural highlighter on my cheekbones and not as a bronzer. This is what it looks like opened up. Then this is the face powder that I told you that I really like so far. It's nothing life-changing, but I think the shade, it's the color. I think the color is spot on with this. Maybe not my favorite formulation of all time, but the color is really good. So this is the e.l.f. Prime and Stay Finishing Powder in Translucent. So it's not clear, but it's very light. So if you're someone with really pale skin and you're having a hard time finding a setting powder that's light enough, this one is probably something you guys should check out. Then one of my favorite highlighters of all time is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Illuminator in Starlight, and the reason why I love it so much is because it is a white highlight, but it also just glows so nicely. So I really love this highlighter a lot. Especially for someone who has pale skin, this is a good one to try out, and I do like that it comes with a mirror. Then we have this e.l.f. Blush in Mellow Mauve. So this is kind of like my go-to if I want to do a more natural makeup look. So especially if you're someone who has pale skin like me, this is a good option. Then we have the e.l.f. Contouring Blush and Bronzing Powder. So I used to use this all the time, but now I never go to it, especially because I don't care about the bronzer. And then the blush is alright, but oh my god. You can tell I think I'm going to have to throw this out. Well, it's been a couple of years and this is what happens. It's completely dried out, but this is like crumbled dried out. Ugh, alright. Then we have the e.l.f. Tone Correcting Powder. This is what it looks like on the inside. I thought this was like a unique product that I really wanted to get into, but I just couldn't get into it. Maybe I'll try it out again, but I don't know. I don't know. And here is the last organizer that I'm going to share with you guys, which now just hold my e.l.f. little mini eyeshadow palettes. So this one I typically use just for the black shade. Same with this one. I think I got this particularly for a Halloween makeup tutorial. Some of these I got specifically for tutorials just because I needed a particular shade. So that's what the gray one looks like on the inside. That's what this one looks like on the inside. And then this one, this is the Golden Goddess. This is my favorite of all three, and I can actually create one look with this. I guess you could with those, but this one is something that I just naturally feel can easily put a look together for. So I love this. This is my favorite one out of all of them. So that's Golden Goddess. The gray one is Smoky, and then this one is Matte for Plum. And the last products I want to share with you guys are my nail polishes and then also this cuticle oil. So I'm going to do that now. Most of this is Isla Cosmetics, but we have a couple from other brands as well. So this is the Deco Miami Cuticle Oil. I have not used this one yet because I have the Isla one, and I think that one will probably go bad quicker just because it's in a jar and not in a bottle like this. So I have not tried it yet, but I would love to know if you guys have and what you think about it. This I think is probably just like a mini size. I think I got it in like some sort of beauty box, but I'm interested to see how it is. I should just test it out one day and just kind of compare it to the Isla one. Then these three nail polishes in the front are from Dimension Nails, and these were sent to me for free for the most part. I had to pay like $1.30 because they gave me like a coupon code or something. But I pretty much got these for free to test out, and I did post a picture of Lion's Cub already, and that's what I'm wearing right now. This is what it looks like a little over a week later, and I did use some of the Isla Cosmetics products with it too. So I'm still testing these out, but I wanted to get a nude just to have like a nice everyday shade, a black just because I need a black shade in my life, and then I like this reddish pink or reddish orange color. And here are my Isla Cosmetics products, and here is the Isla Coconut Nail and Cuticle Therapy. This is really nice. It feels really good on your cuticles. I know that sounds weird. This is what it looks like. It does come a little bit more liquidy when you first get it, but this is like over a year old, but it's still working nice. Then my two favorite products from Isla Cosmetics are these. This is the Prime, and then this is the Better Than Gel. And this is what I put on before I put on my nail polish, and this is what I put on to set my nail polish. And they are amazing. So I really recommend, out of all the products from Isla Cosmetics, these two. And then here are a bunch of my Isla Cosmetics nail polishes. This one is my favorite, called Namaste. If you guys want me to do a collection video for you guys where I go into more detail, maybe do some swatches on my nails, just let me know and I can put that video together for you guys. Now, I'm not going to get into the ColourPop products that are in this bin, but I do have a section that's dedicated to other products other than ColourPop just because I didn't have room for them elsewhere. So the first product right here is this e.l.f. Clear Lip Lacquer. Absolutely love this. Something that's affordable if you're not a big lip gloss fan, but you want to have a lip gloss around just in case. This is the perfect one to get, especially because it's clear. Just so you can see them better close up. It's kind of hard to see down there. It gets kind of dark. I pulled them out here. So these are the e.l.f. liquid lipsticks that I am trying out. I do have a lip swatch demo review video for you guys, and I'll link that down below for the e.l.f. liquid matte lipsticks. And then here are all of my Anastasia lip glosses. I don't really wear lip glosses that much. These are nice, but they kind of just sit here. All right, that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed it and found it helpful. If you have not subscribed to my channel already, please make sure to hit the subscribe button below. Click that little bell so that you're notified of when my videos have been posted. Like this video if you did like it, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye! So here is Marvelous. This one I think is the most transitional between all seasons. I think it'd be great for fall, winter, spring, and summer. And also the most wearable shade in the collection. The next shade that we have is Red Vixen. This is a really beautiful deep red. Another good lipstick that you can wear both in